So we're continuing our big Devo thoughts by looking at using the curriculum on Wednesday nights called Tracing the Thread. And we're looking at the gospel throughout the Bible. And we're at the crucifixion of Jesus. That's the point that we're at on our Wednesday night studies. And so I wanted to read you this verse from Matthew 27, verses 51 through 54. And behold, the curtain of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom, and the earth shook, and the rocks were split. The tombs were also opened, and many bodies of the saints who had fallen asleep were raised. And coming out of the tombs after his resurrection, they went into the holy city and appeared to many. When the centurion and those who were with him, keeping watch over Jesus, saw the earthquake and what took place, they were filled with awe and said, "Truly, this was the Son of God." I want you to think about what's the most amazing, unbelievable, expectation-shattering thing you've ever seen? Was it a positive thing? Was it a negative thing? How did it make you feel? You know, most of us have an encounter of some sort that when we see something that blows our minds, blows our expectations so thoroughly that we're left just shaking our heads, right? Maybe our mouth is open. And that's probably what they were feeling back then. They had to have. I mean, nothing we've ever seen, no matter how amazing, compares to what those people saw that day that Jesus was crucified. Go back and read more of that story, verses 32 through 66 in chapter 27 of the Gospel of Matthew. What happened that day that Jesus died would have definitely been the lead story in all the news channels, all the websites, all the blogs, all the newspapers, all the TV stations, all that have been around the world. I mean, the sky turned dark. The curtain was torn in two. And tombs were opening up, and all these headlining news events, all these things are happening. This is not something you just go, oh, it's an ordinary day. It was definitely a big show, so big that even some of the soldiers at the cross that day declared that Jesus must have been the Son of God. You may have been to some big events in your time, concerts, football games, things like that, and then sometimes you've gone to special youth events, spiritual events, and you've gotten this high, got this spiritual high from that. But you know that soon fades away, right? We talk about being on the mountain sometimes in the summer, and you got to go back to school. So sometimes that spiritual high fades away. What sustains us as a Christian is the Holy Spirit living in us in our daily time of reading the Bible and praying, and that time you spend with friends that are Christians that are going to build you up. So here's what I want you to think about. Pray today that God will energize you through the mountain experiences in your youth group, and that you can grow through those. So when you hit the valleys, when it's maybe not an earth-shattering day, when it's not something that's just completely unexpected and such an awe-inspiring day, you can still continue through. You can still grow in your faith even on those days that maybe you're in the valley and not on top of the mountain.